So we are now set to draft our back trouser, the back of our trouser. So the first thing we will be doing, is we'll extend our crotch width from here. We'll add 2 inches. 2 inches from the actual length. So remember, we have already have sewing allowance here for the front one, but we will be measuring from the actual length. So 2 inches, we'll extend it by 2 inches here, and remember this is our line. So we have 2 inches. After marking your 2 inches here, you will now come down by ½ inch. You will come down by ½ inch, which means we will not be making use of this again. So this is now our line for the crotch width for the back. So we have it here. Now then, from here we'll measure. Remember, for the front we measure 1.5, but here for the back we'll measure 2 inches exactly. 2 inches here. 2 inches, we have that here. Now the next thing, we'll get the middle of this point. This is our middle line, this is our tailor's line, and the zippers fly from here to here. We'll measure it, and we'll divide it by 2. So we have from here to this point, we have 4 inches. From here, that's from the middle of this our dart to where the starting point of the zipper fly is, we have 4 inches. So the middle divided by 2, we are having 2 inches. So that means here, can you see where the back is coming out from now? So 2 inches. Now since we've gotten where it will start from, the next thing is for us to determine the length. For you to know the length, whatever you measure here as you use as your crotch width is what you'll be measuring here. So for our crotch width for the front, we'll use 3 inches. So we'll be using 3 inches here. So like this, 3 inches here. So this is where the height is, 3 inches. Now we'll be connecting our line, our waistline here. Make sure you extend it for you to be accurate. So what do we have here? We have for our waistline, that's without our sewing allowance, we use 8.5 inch. So here too must be 8.5. So we are going to bring it down 8.5. Sorry, we did not use 8.5. Remember, I cut out 2 inches from here. I need to show it to us. So let's assume we did not cut this out and have placed it back. Now let's measure our full measurement here now. So for our waist that we use in front, we have 10.5 inches. From here to here is 10.5. So here too, our waist at the back too will be 10.5. So you are going to slant it this way, and you connect it to the front line. So we have 10.5, and which is here, we have it here. This is where our 10.5 reach. So I'll be throwing this away now. So we'll connect it like this. Can you see that? So now remember the our mark here and the one here. We have to connect it down to where our back is starting from. So I'll be connecting it like this. Hope you can see it. Can you see how we connected it? Can you see the back? You see how we connected it? So that is that for that side. So when we are through with that side, the next thing for us to do, we'll come to this waist. So we'll have to connect it to the knee from here. Remember, this is the back waist. We'll connect it down to the knee. Yeah. So okay, so we'll connect this to the knee. Just follow your shape. Then I'll leave it here. Let's go and start with the knee so that with the ankle, so we'll know how to connect it together. Okay, so from here, from the ankle, for us to get the back, what we do is we add 1 inch to this side and 1 inch to this side as well. Even also the knee, on the knee line, 1 inch to this side and 1 inch to this side. So we'll do it this way. 1 inch from the actual length as well. Then we'll connect it just the way we have been doing. Connect it like this. We'll also slant the sewing allowance we have down there. We'll also connect this as well. So now we'll now connect from this knee line, this 1 inch, to our what's it called, our crotch, this way. Then also this as well. Can you see that? Then but we'll have to notch this place when we are cutting this knee line. The front knee line and the back knee line must be equal while we are sewing. The same thing with this side, we'll notch it as well. So we've gotten our back, the only thing left for us to do now is to add our sewing allowance round, just like we did to this first one. So like this, add your sewing allowance round. Just the way I'm doing. Add your sewing allowance here too. Open this place up. Add your sewing allowance. You are going round. Let's not forget to add our darts to the back as well. So we'll be measuring what we have here. We have 4 inches for the dart here. So here too, we'll measure 4 inches. We'll measure 4 inches for the dart here. So we have our dart here. We'll roll it. The back dart is 5 inches. Remember, we will subtract 2 for the band, so we have 3 inches left. So this is where our darts will be stopping. Then we'll mark ½ inch on both sides, ½ inch, ½ inch. Then we'll connect. So here we have our darts here. So this is our dart. So we'll be notching here while cutting. We'll be notching this side, this point, for us to get our dart while cutting. So I'll be cutting it out now. Okay, so after cutting it out, this is what we have here. So this is our back, and this is our front. The back is always wider than the front. So the next thing for us to do now is to draft the band. Okay, to draft our band, this is our starting point. I don't want this side of the material, so this is our starting point. So because of the material, I'll be drafting and dividing it into 2. So we are working with a waist of 38 inches. So 38 divided by 2 is 19 inches. But before we do that, to draft the band, because the front of the trouser where the zip is, there will be an overlapping for the band. So since we are working with 38 inches of waist, 38 inches for the round waist, so we are going to be adding 2½ inches to it. That's 2 for the overlapping and half for the sewing allowance. So altogether we'll be having 40 and ½ inches. So that's what we'll be dividing into 2. So 40 and half divided by 2 is 20 and quarter. To do that, just cut it straight, make it straight and not divide it into two. It's because of the material, it won't be enough. That's why I'm joining at the middle here. And if I will be joining, the joining points will be at the middle of that, the back trouser. So it will align with the joining at the back for us to have a neat finishing. So that's for the length. Now for the width, remember we off 2 at the band when we are drafting the trouser. Okay everyone, yes, the width of the band will be 2 inches, since that is what we off, and you had your sewing allowance of 0.5 inches. Thanks for watching, and please kindly subscribe and like.